Welcome back to my final morning report chart appraisal on Thursday the 26th of March with me, Rich Perry, market analyst at Tantec Markets, and that's gold. And there has been a significant drive into safe haven plays today, and gold is obviously one of those, and it's strongly higher. We've had a sharp break above 1200, and that is now, I think, a key break, a key move that suggests that we're now going to be testing this key 1223.20 high. We've actually had a spike high today of 1219.40, so we've just crept back from that. So what I'd be doing now is looking upon this chart as a strong chart now. You've got now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days of gains in a row of higher highs and higher lows. You have actually not seen that since August 2012, so almost 3 years worth of in terms of how strong this move is, this recovery that we've seen. The momentum indicators are certainly backing that. Stochastics all rising strongly, got RSI nicely above 60 now, MACD lines crossed over and nicely rising. So I think that the near to medium term basis is very strong for this test of 1223, and if we saw a breakout above 1223, I think we're looking back towards obviously then 1240 sort of area, and possibly beyond, but certainly that is the next key test, 1223 on this chart. Now the near term chart, just zoomed out a little bit here because you've got a bit of a pivot level that I've identified here around this 1210 mark, which is interesting because that is pretty much around where we've initially gained the support. Now on this chart, I would say that we've got a little bit near term stretched. The RSI on the hourly is at 80. And it's just arguably just sort of started to slow a bit with that correction, and you could now see a bit of a near-term correction, and I think that anything back towards 1200, which is that breakout from yesterday, there was an initial sort of consolidation around 1200, then bang, it went. So I reckon 1200 is your support. So I would say that there's pretty much $10 worth of support now between 1200 and 1210. I think if you got a buy signal in there, I'd say that would be a decent level to get in for that test of 1223, because it certainly looks on the daily chart that we've got a nice strong run going on here, and it looks as though the bulls are getting ready for that test of 1223. Now in terms of support, this key run has gone with, I mean, I've just highlighted the 55-hour moving average. It's not amazing in terms of support, but it certainly has been. It certainly held up the low from yesterday, so it's a possibly that you could use that, or even the 21-hour moving average, which is again been a reasonable basis of support. So anything between those two would be ideal in terms of entry points, but you'd be looking out for that 55-hour moving average now to act as a basis of support, and that currently comes in at 1194. So there is certainly looks like the bull run is still intact, I would believe, until, I mean, you got 1186.50, and then you got these lows that are 1184.50, 1184.85. Ultimately, if I can get that on, which annoyingly won't do, but still, you've got some nice supports, a succession of higher lows here to use as your basis of support, and it certainly looks like the bulls are in control of this one now, near to medium term. So I wish you good luck in your trading on gold, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow. Thank you.